Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Indigo Plateau Show, live show and podcast. I screwed up again. I'm here with Lotus Badger and not Woodland Docs. I'm here with special guest Andamask. Say hello, Andamask.
Hi, everybody.
Do you want to introduce yourself, kind of talk a little bit about yourself and like your experience with Pokemon?
Absolutely. So, hi, everyone. I'm Andamask. I am a random IT guy in the middle of nowhere who has been playing Pokemon since Pokemon Red released on an old Game Boy that still had the big, thick screen and zero color. Been playing ever since. I've owned at least one of every generation, and I've owned every game right up until Black and White 2, and then from there it's only been one copy from in and out. I don't really play competitively. I don't really shiny farm. I just play for the nostalgia.
I dig it. Same here. I obviously, you know, I don't play. I don't play for the competitive scene. So,
but I do find randomized ROMs to be extremely fun.
oh, so okay, you're kind of filling in that doc seat right now with something like that.
Well, I mean, somebody had to.
I guess fair enough. Fair enough. Well, thank you for joining us today. Docs is on vacation, so had to miss the podcast. It's more important, but that's fine.
We're slowly just shifting everyone out one by one.
Last I heard, he had something about face beans and nostril nuggets. I don't know what's going on there, but all the best to him.
That's okay. You'll just have to talk about the face bean at the end. That's your one duty beyond anything else. So just be ready.
Always ready.
Lotus, how are you doing?
Pretty good. I had a really good day.
Did you?
I did.
Wow. Did you go?
I owned today.
You owned it? Was this
I owned it.
Did you wake up and tell yourself this, or did it just happen to be a good day?
Both.
Okay, well there you go.
Like myself, I'm gonna take on the day and I'm gonna make it my biatch, and I did.
Ooh, wow.
You've been hanging out with Ice Cube again, haven't you?
Always. I'm a huge Friday fan.
Are you?
I love that movie.
I honestly don't know if I've ever seen it.
You've never seen Friday?
No.
Oh,
I don't
dude.
think so.
Okay, so next time we're hanging out, I gotta make you watch it.
Okay. Force me to watch this movie.
Yes.
Force seems like a strong word in this case.
Yeah, pull my arm. Yeah, no, it's fine. I'm down to watch some new movies I haven't seen before. Are you?
And Joker.
Yeah, I know. I still haven't seen Joker.
We still gotta watch Joker.
I
Yeah.
know. Our tattoo artist was like, "You need to watch that movie," and I said I would, and I have yet to do it.
Womp womp.
I know. Have you seen Joker, Anda?
I have, in fact, seen Joker.
How good is it?
I loved it, but I am what they would say a film salute. I like anything with a good beat and a good what I feel is a good flow to the movie.
Okay. Yeah, everyone I've talked to has liked it. I don't think I've actually talked to anyone in person who said they didn't. So it must be good.
Absolutely.
You're in good company. Ghost and I are both film buffs too.
I would say I used to be more so, but not so much.
I think I still am.
Do you?
Yeah.
Not
like recent movies.
Yeah, exactly. That's my point. I used to. That's okay. We're not here to talk about movies. We're here to talk about Pokemon. And specifically, today's topic, we're talking about Pokemon that don't look like Pokemon, which seems weird, but bear with me. Some Pokemon just look off. Do you guys agree with that sentiment?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, 100%. There are Pokemon that definitely don't feel like they fit in the genre at all.
That's what I thought. And I thought it was a fun topic to try to pick out those Pokemon and see if they would fit in a different franchise or something. But I did have a question to start off the conversation. Lotus, and what do you think makes a good Pokemon design?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say silhouette.
Silhouette.
I'm gonna get artsy here and say silhouette. I feel like a good Pokemon always has a good silhouette, and you know, you could always bring it back to Who's That Pokemon, where you can pick it out at the drop of a hat, unless it's a Jigglypuff seen from above.
That was just rude.
That
Or
was
a
really
polished Geodude, really. I
weird.
mean,
Yeah.
I just heard about the polished Geodude recently. Is that new? Polished Geodude?
I was just talking out of my head. I didn't think anybody thought of it already.
Really? I've heard that before.
I figure there's some that have the move Rock Polish in their learn set. It's fine.
Yeah. I mean, it would make it smooth.
Oh, yeah.
And lose its arms.
No. So for me, a good Pokemon design, like Lotus alluded to, is the silhouette, the ability to really look at it and harken back to that original 151 when they would do the Pokérap. And if you were to expand it to now, can you look at that Pokemon and say, oh yeah, that's for sure a Pokemon, as opposed to where did they drop a Digimon in here, or what's going on?
Exactly. And I think, Gen 1 obviously set that kind of design language, I would say. So I don't know if any of you have a Gen 1 Pokemon on your list at all, but I think I find myself going back to like Gen 1, Gen 2, and sometimes even Gen 3 and comparing it to those old designs. What about you?
I absolutely do. I actually do have a Gen 1 Pokemon on my list.
Wow. I know. I almost was thinking about it, but I'm like, I don't know.
I'd be curious to know if it's the same one that I picked, because and it could just be like some Pokemon give me the heebie-jeebies. So it's hard to say what makes a Pokemon, but I do think that referencing the first 2 or 3 generations is probably a good way to go.
For sure. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I think. Oh, go ahead, Anna. Sorry.
I do have one Gen 1 Pokemon on my list, but it is not on the main list.
Okay, it's on your sub list. And are you there?
We lose you?
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm still here. I had my son fell over and
Oh, no.
he needed some attention.
Oh, that's okay. If you Andamask might drop out every now and again. Has a child, so that's totally fine. I just wanted to make sure like the connection, because as I'm sure you've seen before, connection likes to drop sometimes. So
yeah, one of us drops almost every episode. So
yeah. Oh,
yeah.
I hear him.
So so no, it is on my I'm going to call it the side list, as opposed to my main 7 that I've picked out for tonight.
Okay. That's fair. For me, I think what makes a good Pokemon design is taking something familiar but making it a little bit different, obviously, and make it a Pokemon. But I think a lot of the times a really good Pokemon design is simplistic and not overly done, in my opinion.
I would definitely agree with that. I think a lot of newer Pokemon tend to get over designed, and that's where their flaws just shine real hard. I'm looking at the final stages of a lot of these starters, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think they
starters?
over-designed. Yeah.
Wow, I didn't even think of any of the starters, to be honest.
I mean, I considered a few of the starters, but I decided to go in a slightly different direction. I think what doesn't do it for me is when they're so overly designed. So I can respect what Lotus is saying here, because I did look at it.
Mm-hmm. Lotus, I'm interested. What is your Gen 1 that you have on your list?
So feel free to disagree with me. And it's looped in with another Pokemon, but it's Mr. Mime and Mr. Rhyme.
Okay.
It feels like something out of a nightmare for me. And I always think about Detective Pikachu when they animated Mr. Mime.
Mm-hmm.
And he's too fleshy.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
That's the word you choose.
I'm sorry, but he looks so. Like, if I was to think of a Pokemon, it wouldn't be that. It's too human, and it looks freaky, and I always thought it was hair, and I guess they're horns.
I just want to
on
say
his head.
that coming from you, he's too human. You like the humanoid Pokemon.
So I like bipedal Pokemon. It doesn't mean I like human Pokemon.
That's the first time you've said this when we brought up humanoid. You've always been fine with that phrase until right this second.
Yeah, well, when comparing it to Mr. Mime's on an entirely different level. Mr. Mime's more humanoid than Jinx. Yeah.
Oof.
I don't know. I was gonna bring up Jinx. I feel like they're on the same level.
They're close, but I think that Mr. Mime takes the cake when it comes to removing himself from the general design of the Pokemon around him.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of how I determined it. And not that Mr. Mime doesn't have a good silhouette, because he does. You can pick him out of a crowd, but I feel like he's too creepy.
You can also pick him out of a police lineup because he will take your kids.
Oh yeah. God! Speaking of kid, hide your kid right now, Andamask.
Hide your kids, hide your wife.
How do you feel about Mr. Mime? Anda. He might be gone. Okay. I actually don't mind Mr. Mime all that much, to be quite honest. I think a lot of people... I think it's just the clown aspect of Mr. Mime.
Maybe.
I don't know. I feel like... Again, it goes back to the Gen 1. Like, he was one of the original, so, like, there's nothing before him to compare it to. But I get what you're saying. In terms of the rest of the 151, like, he's probably the furthest from the rest.
Yeah. When you take into account all the Pokemon around Mr. Mime, it's like, who doesn't belong?
I don't know. I feel like he's not that far out, though.
And Mr. Rhyme is probably even worse, just because it didn't need to happen. I don't know why Mr. Rhyme exists.
I don't know. Someone
I think they were
probably
running out of
likes it.
ideas.
Uh-oh.
I mean, maybe. Oh, yep, dropped.
He dropped. That's fine. I'm not gonna bother fixing the screen because when he pops back in, it's just gonna go back. So we're just gonna deal. Hi everyone. Oh, there he is.
Oh, there he is.
Okay.
Hey. Sorry.
No, you're totally fine. You're totally fine. We were just talking about Lotus's disdain for Mr. Mime and how I don't mind him. He's fine.
I wouldn't. He would not be at my birthday party. That's all I'm saying.
That's fair. I thought Detective Pikachu made him less weird, to be honest.
I highly disagree. I got even more freaked out by Mr. Mime after I saw that.
Yeah. Well, I don't.
True story.
I don't know. I don't have a weird thing with clowns or stuff like that. So I don't know. Just me, I guess.
Right. Well, it's okay. I'm pretty sure my next one, or my first one, will be one that you'll probably disagree with, but that's okay.
Okay.
So I personally do not like the Vanillish line. That whole thing does not look like Pokemon to me.
Interesting. I know Ghost is going to disagree with you.
So
no, you go first, and then I will say my thoughts.
All right. So I feel like the whole evolution line is a little too modern human, as like how it has evolved, quote unquote. It definitely would be seen on any beach in the United States at any given point in time. Mm-hmm. And it definitely belongs in, I'm going to say Yokai Watch, because a face on an ice cream cone just seems like, oh my God, you have a possessed ice cream cone. Don't eat that.
That's fair. I mean, I don't think a Vanillite would like to be eaten, so you're right. Don't eat that. Don't do it.
It just doesn't do it for me. The silhouette on it, it just looks like a generic ice cream cone sticker to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of like, I'm soft on it.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely agree. It is kind of weird. However, in my mind, when everyone was like against it, part of me is like, well, what if this Pokemon existed before ice cream was a thing? And what if they based ice cream cones off the Pokemon instead of the other way around? Does that make sense?
That's
kind of how I think about it too.
Like, the Pokemon was first. Y'all made a treat based off the Pokemon.
So I'm inclined to disagree with that, but simply because we're going to get to a different one further down my list that yeah, it's going
That's
to be
fair.
a pretty big disagreement here.
Oh, that's it, Andamask. I'm booting you.
Oh, not
Goodbye.
again.
No, it's okay. No, I mean I get it. There's a lot of Pokemon that are either they look like objects or food or trash. Those are a lot of people don't like them. I'm not one of those people. I don't mind inanimate object Pokemon, but I could definitely see that being, something someone doesn't like all that much.
Well, like on the flip side of this, I love Aegislash's design. I love that line. There's just something about Vanillish that doesn't do it for me.
Yeah, yeah. You don't obviously have to like every single Pokemon that fits a certain category, but I see your
Right.
point. His face looks a little too, dare I say, cartoony.
Mm-hmm.
So
Hence the Yokai Watch.
right, yeah. There was actually one I didn't end up putting it on the list, but what's it called? I should have. Meditite and Medichan. Is that what they're called? Gen 3?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The evolution looks like a Yokai Watch. Like something about the mouth. I don't know if that sounds weird, but look at Medichan's mouth. It looks like something out of Yokai Watch.
Yeah, I could see that.
Oddly specific, but I
Well,
actually.
Ghost,
Oh, go ahead.
what's your first one here?
So I didn't pick anything up until Gen 3. And I don't know if this is just bad design wise, but this is the first Pokemon I looked at. Well, two Pokemon that I looked at. I'm like, what am I looking at? And that is Cascoon and Silkun.
That's fair.
I mean,
It's just another cocoon Pokemon.
but it's like it's just an eyeball on a blob. And that was legitimately the first Pokemon I saw, and I was like, I don't know what I'm even looking at here. This doesn't look like a Pokemon to me.
Right, in comparison to like Kakuna or Metapod, I agree.
Yeah, Kakuna and Metapod are, they're cocoons too, but they have a form, they have a shape, and Cascoon and Silcoon are literally balls with like tendrils coming out sometimes, but not all the time. And sometimes they show one eye, but I think they have two. I don't even know. I think they have two eyes.
It'd be
They
hard to pick
do,
them out of a
yeah.
lineup.
I was like, I don't know what this is. So those were the first two Pokemon. I'm like, I don't think these look like Pokemon all that much.
And if you go back to the silhouette, if you look at it, it's just kind of,
What the heck?
there's nothing impressive about that silhouette.
No.
No, and they're
Yeah.
identical. Without being able to see the eye, you don't know which one you've got.
Right. Yeah, I don't know if I necessarily agree with the whole silhouette thing because, we have Voltorb, Electrode, but then we also have like Solosis, which is also just a circle. So, I don't know, unless you don't like Voltorb and Electrode, but I think you do.
I like Voltorb and Electrode, not a huge fan of Solosis.
Right.
Yeah, I'm in the same camp as that.
Yeah, for sure, me too, but I was just saying in terms of silhouette, they all have the same silhouette, so
And there's an exception to every rule, I
right,
think.
right. Yeah, and that's all I'm saying.
Hmm.
Lotus, do you have a next one you want to talk about?
I do, actually, and it's more of a generalization. I don't know if I'm allowed to do this, but I'm going to do it anyway.
No,
I'm
no,
gonna
cutting you off. You gotta go.
No!
You don't ask for permission. You ask for
Ruined.
forgiveness.
Oh, okay. Well,
It is your podcast.
forgive me for roping all these into one thing, but I'm going to say every Ultra Beast ever made.
Yes. Well, first say what you're gonna say about it, and then I have something about the Ultra Beast.
Ultra Beasts don't fit in Pokemon at all. There's, and I'm thinking specifically the big red muscly bug. It always sticks out to me. Honestly, I couldn't even name a single Ultra Beast if you asked me.
Their names?
Yeah, I don't know any of them.
Oof.
Oh, really? I could.
Yeah, I don't know them, but I do know their designs because I'm looking at them on my computer right now. But the big muscly bug.
Buzzwole?
Yeah, Buzzwole.
Buzzwole? Hey.
Buzzwole. There's the jellyfish. The paper one that we were talking about not too
Kartana?
long ago. Yep. The big blob. I don't know.
The big blob. Which was the big
Just-
blob?
It's got like two like dragon mouths and it's kind of teal and black.
Oh, Guzzlord?
Maybe I don't know.
Oh my god.
Is that an ultra beast?
Oh my god. It is, yes.
Okay, but
Yes,
yeah,
an Ultra Beast. That's definitely what it is.
yeah, I don't like any of those. I feel like they don't fit. I don't even know what show they would be in, but I feel like it would be some other Saturday morning cartoon.
Yeah. So I did have Ultra Beasts on the list, but I ultimately didn't put them on because the whole point of the Ultra Beasts is they're from a different dimension. So they're not from our world. So they're purposefully not meant to look like Pokemon. So to your point, yes, that doesn't make it not fit this category, but because it was done on purpose, if that makes sense, it makes it more like not forgivable, but it was done purposefully.
I will see your argument and raise you an Arceus.
What about
Ooh.
Arceus?
Arceus is God and he still looks like a Pokemon.
Yeah, but he's from our world though.
Fair.
Yeah.
Arceus is the god of one dimension
Yeah,
that we know of.
right. Like Ultra Beasts are from a completely different different realms across. They're not from our world, is the point.
Okay. I guess I can kind of see your point.
What do you mean, kind of see my point?
Kind of see
They're
your
not
point.
from. They're like aliens.
My concession, so is the Oxus, but my concession is that Ultra Beasts themselves aren't actually Pokemon. You can't catch them in a regular Pokeball.
Right.
You have to have a specific type of device to capture them, so I can't, in good conscience, call them Pokemon.
Right. I don't even know if they are technically considered Pokemon, but they're not normal. They're not.
I would have to do a bit more like research into that. Are they Pokemon?
I don't honestly. I think they're like a subset, but they're not really because again, they're not from the Pokemon world. Pokemon.
Well, then
Tune
the
in
perfect
next
shoe
week
in
to
for
find
this.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Do your research, Lotus.
Oh no.
And then get back to us.
Yeah, let us know. Because I honestly don't know the answer to that question, if they are or not. I would think not, but who knows?
But I think in general that makes them the perfect fit for this conversation then.
Right.
True story.
Yeah. So different, but it was purposeful. So I'll give them that.
All
How
right.
about you,
ready
Ando? What's yours?
I'm ready for the hate to flow towards me. I'm sure that I'm going to upset a few people.
That's it.
But I think Yamper is just lazy design.
Boot him.
Ooh. Ooh.
So-
okay.
So Yamper is basically the generic anime corgi that you could pick up and drop into any cartoon series and let go. There was no work done to this. And it's pretty much just a tool that was used to kind of target a group of quote unquote players that weren't necessarily playing the game in the first place. But to me, he just doesn't really fit the bill. If you showed me Yamper, I'd be like, oh, cool. Which anime were you watching? Not, oh, what's that Pokemon? What's its moveset?
I'm trying to be objective about this. You did stir up chat. Warzak's not very happy with you, and you're probably going to be banned, just so you know. So,
Well, I was already threatened with a ban before this. So that's
okay,
fine.
as long as you know. I could see your point because I mean, really, it is just a dog, but it is really cute. So. I don't know.
If the argument is really cute, then I can't see it as an argument because we do have other dogs in Poochiana and Mightyena,
I know.
Growlithe. Yeah.
I didn't say it was a good argument. I'm just saying he's cute. So it's like when your dog gets in the trash, but you can't really be too mad at him because he's your dog and it's cute. That's kind of what this is right now.
Looks like you remember not too long ago, Ghost. I had changed my mind on Boltund. Original didn't like Boltund at all for the exact same reason.
Yeah, you're also wrong. So
Well, I ended up switching my tune.
Right, but you were wrong
So-
at first,
and-
so
I was wrong at first. Yes.
Realistically, it's just Yamper that I have the problem with, and maybe that's my bias against corgis after we had a not so great corgi in the house.
that's what
It
it
could
is.
be.
That's what it is.
Mhm.
At least you recognize that, so I commend you for recognizing it. But yeah, I don't know. I go back. I could see your point, but then I'm thinking about other Pokemon like Evie. Granted, it's
Mhm.
not quite a fox per se. Like it's definitely a different type, but it's just like a fluffy little four-legged creature. So I don't know. I don't know.
We're splitting hairs.
Exactly. Well, yeah, that's why this is like such a, in my opinion, such an interesting topic because your reasoning is going to be different than mine. Because like I could see Yamper being a Pokemon, and maybe it's just because it's like yellow. I don't know, but like I didn't even consider Yamper like at all.
Just
the
go
fact
ahead.
that it shows its typing is a big thing.
I
You know what I
suppose,
mean?
but if you let a mostly white corgi go in a field of dandelions, you get the same effect.
You get a Pokemon?
Sort of.
I think
I'm
I need
getting
a
a corgi.
Yeah, we need a white corgi. I got a Yamper, y'all.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Interesting. I don't know. I have to think about that one. But for my next two, I put Sock and Throw. Those are not Pokemon. Those are men. That's Bert and Ernie. That's it. That's all I got. They're the clothes. Why the clothes?
Pokemon with clothes are a little weird. Like,
I will be
obviously,
right back, guys.
okay. Obviously, I'm a huge fan of Mawile, and Mawile kind of has like a whole, pants thing going.
Yeah.
But you can also see it as part of the design, whereas Sock and Throw, it's very clearly just clothes.
Yeah, it's literally clothes. Like that's not like Mawile, you could argue it's like fur or something or hair. I
Yeah.
don't know. It's attached to its body. Whereas Sock and Throw, that's what is that? If that's not legitimate clothing, what is that?
It's just clothes.
It's just clothes. They hatch out of an egg, dressed in karate gear.
And they're not the only Pokemon that have that too.
But that's the most egregious one, I would say. That-
I would agree with that.
100%.
They're probably the biggest offenders of the clothed Pokemon thing.
Oh, Rogue said, I hate Pokemon with clothes because what if it's their skin?
Exactly.
And if you take their clothes off, are you taking off their skin?
Yeah.
I'm going to vomit.
If you go with Pokemon are fully organic, then yeah.
I mean, they have to be, right? They
With some exceptions.
like what? Well,
Porygon.
yeah. Well, I don't. Doesn't Porygon hatch from an egg too?
Porygon was a computer virus.
I know, but like, if you could breed it, can't you? Or no?
No, Porygon's sexless.
Oh, okay. Well, then never mind. But like,
Yep.
But Sock and Throw are
Yeah,
born
Sock
from an
and Throw.
egg.
Yep.
So that is not clothes. That is something else. It's not okay.
Yeah.
So
Well, so on that same note, and I think it all depends on context too, because when you look at Mega Lucario, Mega
Mhm.
Lucario has kind of like I don't want to call it a trench coat, but he's got like a flare going.
yeah, I just think that's fur. Like, for example, I actually really didn't like Sylveon at first for the longest time
Yeah.
because of the bows and the ribbons. I'm
Yeah.
like, what is that? And then I don't know if it's true. I really don't know what it actually is, but I just assumed it's just like long pieces of fur that just kind of.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that, Rogue. She said, I'm not saying it.
The F word.
Yeah, the F word, bows. So once I got over that and just was like, maybe it's just fur, then I kind of got over it. But
Yeah.
like just Sock and Throw, it's just, you can't, it doesn't look connected to anything. Like,
I think that's fair.
it's
I
not,
think that's a fair reason to not like a Pokemon.
well, it's not even that I have really no opinion, I guess, one way or another. I don't like them, but I don't hate them. They just don't look right. They don't look like a Pokemon to me.
Would you put them in any other kind of world?
No, I didn't really think of any like franchise that exists, but it's just not Pokemon. It's not it.
Because I could definitely see them as Digimon.
Yeah, I can see that. I feel like
Because
Digimon runs such a wide range of designs, though, that I feel like anything could look like a Digimon, really.
yeah, I think I would agree with that. Because there's an actual rock Digimon. I forget what its name is. It starts with a G. But he's
Rockmon.
literally Rockmon. That's not a bad guess, quite frankly.
Yeah.
We have a guess.
A what?
A guess.
Who has a guess?
A guess.
I don't know. My guest right now is singing the ABCs.
Aw. I don't know the ABC, so they need to teach me.
Well, according to him, there's 4 O's right around the LMNOP area. So
That sounds about right. We were just talking about Sock and Throw and how they look terrible.
you mean knockoff Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan?
Yeah, I was gonna say Bert and Ernie, but that works too.
True story.
Pokemon with clothes is where we were
Generally.
going with that one.
Yeah, and we were talking about Digimon. I meant to mention we're in good company because Andamask also really likes Digimon. So we have a full panel of Digimon fans. So take that.
Well, I'm not going to disagree with you. I have been a Digimon fan for longer than a Pokemon fan. So
Hey. But yeah, that's my next pick, Lotus. If you want to talk about yours.
My next pick is going to be Nosepass and Probopass.
Okay. Yep.
I think they look like Legos.
So I had Probopass on mine. I didn't have Nosepass. And my only reasoning was the mustache.
Yeah. I mean, so they like explain what that is, but that doesn't make it okay, I guess.
Yeah, you can't explain this design away.
I mean, you can. It's not good, but you can.
Sorry, he's
No,
asking for cheese.
I get it. Where's
I want
my
some cheese.
Yeah, seriously. And send us some cheese.
Listen, do you want string, shredded, or American?
Yes.
Yes.
But Probopass, not a fan.
Yeah.
Not a fan. It's just a big nose.
It's just a big nose. Now, but you don't think it looks like a Pokemon, or you just don't like the design?
Both. I don't think. Going back to the kind of silhouette thing, it's a messy silhouette. It's I feel like someone was just playing with proportions and they didn't know what to do or where to go with it, so they're like, let's make a rock and put a big nose on it.
That's fair.
Maybe give it the Uncle Phil mustache too while they were at it. Oh yeah.
The Uncle.
I think they were based off the Easter Isle heads. So at least there is a background to it. But again, that doesn't necessarily make it okay.
That just means I'm gonna wait for Squidward to come out of it.
Squidward. Oh yeah. You're right.
Squidward lives in a Probopass.
Oh no.
Confirmed. I didn't this whole time.
Hashtag Octillery.
Yeah, auxiliary.
We need to do like a SpongeBob scene, but switch everything with
Corresponding Pokemon.
no, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Patrick Staryu. Oh yeah. We can do
Patrick
this.
Staryu.
Oh my god.
All right, Lotus. You need to make this for us.
The artistically inclined one. Yes.
So easily.
You got
so it writes itself.
right. I gave you the artist badge on Twitch. So now you must use that badge.
I love it.
And Mask, what's your next one?
So my third one is in the same sort of vein. However, this might be a slight, and it's not a shot at Ghost. It's really not. But I don't particularly like Golurk.
Ooh.
And he just feels like a generic ancient civilization golem from any RPG I've ever played that was like JRPG-ish.
Okay. Yeah.
Or alternatively, and this is what made me give my preface, he looks like he could have come out of Spyro 2 or 3.
Yeah, he can. Hell yeah.
So to me, that doesn't really scream Pokemon. It screams more of, I am a generic RPG robot.
Well, now that you said he looks like he's from Spyro, I like him even more. I don't know if you know my love of Spyro.
Oh, I'm aware. It's
Okay.
more of the. It's more of the. He just doesn't feel Pokemon to me. You can like him. He just doesn't feel right.
No, I agree with that. I really do. It's a combination of the humanoid aspect. I mean, I get the lore behind it, makes sense to me, but yeah, no, I could see he's a little. I think he's a little over designed.
Lotus thoughts?
Actually, I was just thinking, you know who he reminds me of, and I don't know if either one of you were savvy to this show. He looks like Golem from Monster Rancher.
I know Monster Rancher, but I can't place that character. But now I'm gonna have to look it up.
Yeah, I can't say I watched Monster Rancher, so I don't have much to add.
Uh-oh.
It's okay. My son hit the mute button.
Oh no, it's okay. Lotus is, I think we're just having issues today. Lotus
Connection blipped.
yeah. Are you having connection issues?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay, because every once in a while you're freezing, so.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-oh. Well,
There.
we'll make it through. It's fine. Gotta love technology, right?
Help.
Yeah, but I agree.
All right.
Golurk is a little much.
Okay. Ghost, what is your next one?
Let me go through my list and pick the. Let's go. The next one. I'll go with. This is going to be a little weird one, and you probably wouldn't have think of it. But I picked Cutie Fly. Does not look like a Pokemon. It looks plucked straight out of Adventure Time.
I agree with that, but that's kind of why I love Cutie Fly.
Oh no, I love it too, but it does not look like a Pokemon. It looks like it's from Adventure Time. Like that is the one Pokemon I'm like, that is from a different show. And that being Adventure Time.
I agree with it, but I'm not mad at it.
Oh, I'm not mad at it either.
I think Pokemon Snap is what really settled that one for me because it was so small that you take a picture of it and the scale of it compared to everything else, and you're just like, that's not a Pokemon. What are you talking about?
I know. It's like one of those 4-inchers, isn't it? Hey.
Nice.
Trying to behave, guys. I have a 2-year-old.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's fine.
I know. I had to get here somehow. It's fine.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Now, there's a couple Pokemon that are 4 inches. One of them I talked about Joltik a while ago. Like, what is that going to do? What is that Pokemon going to do against like Golurk, for example? Nothing.
It's going to evolve into a terrifying giant tarantula.
Yeah, but in the meantime.
Yeah, in the meantime, he's going to be real small.
He's just a little bit.
Yeah, so Cutie Fly just straight up looks like from Adventure Time. That's it. I like Cutie Fly. I like Cutie Fly, but that's Adventure Time character.
True story.
Lotus.
True story.
True story.
Okay, so my browser crashed. So I have one more left before I completely forgot
Oh no!
everything else that I had. But I'm gonna tear this one to shreds. Is a Lowland Dug Trio.
Oh,
It
okay.
is so stupid. I hate a Lowland Dug Trio so much. That's one of those Pokemon. It's up there with the Ultra Beast. Like, why?
Really? I didn't know you hate. First of all, I didn't know you hated Ultra Beasts. Like, that's interesting.
Yeah, if so, in terms of this conversation, I hate that they exist because it's just, why is this a thing? But also, I think a Lowland Dug Trio, just in general, is just like, come on.
I don't know.
This could have been. This was a slot for something amazing, and you decided to slap a wig on Dug Trio.
I honestly, okay, so like it's dumb. Don't get me wrong. It's stupid, but it's kind of funny. So I'm not super mad at it. Like, it's stupid, but that's why I kind of like it.
A Lowland Dug Trio is literally Sunshine from Remember the Titans. That's it. That's the quote.
I don't know that reference, so I apologize.
Oh my god. So there is a very, I'm going to call him fair-haired kicker for a football team that comes from California.
Okay.
And he's so worried about his locks that they call him Sunshine. And the exact hairstyle is that on every head of Dugtrio.
Oh my god. I just think of Hanson when I see a Lowland Dugtrio.
Now there's something I hadn't thought of.
Really?
He from Adventure Time pulls his hair out, and he does like the big like whoosh, and he's got the super long blonde locks.
Oh, did you say Finn? You cut out a little bit.
Oh yeah, Finn from Adventure Time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I see it. I think it still looks like a Pokemon. It just looks stupid.
This is so we're beyond the discussion of does it look like a Pokemon. We are to the no, this looks dumb. Get rid of it.
Well, I mean, Lotus might think it doesn't look like a Pokemon. I think it looks like a Pokemon.
I think it looks like okay, so I think it looks like the same Pokemon, but it went to Salon Roque.
Oh my god. Yeah, well, that's not quite the question. You're just picking Pokemon you don't like at this point. Perhaps.
Oh no, my audio cut out.
Oh my god.
you're good.
This is cursed. That's okay. This is going to be an interesting listening experience for anyone who listens to the podcast.
Probably.
That's okay. If you're listening in the future, we're having issues, so I apologize. But I'm sure you noticed that by now. That's okay.
The internet is a fickle thing.
I know, it's true. Ugh, I hate it. And what do you got?
All right. So I got to skip my next one because it was Probopass. So we'll move on to the next one after that, which is not my son. The next one is Impedim, which is literally just an Impmon ripoff from Digimon.
I almost put Impedim on my list, actually.
So Impedim came out 10 years after Impmon was a thing in Digimon. And I got to tell you, Impmon and Digimon got the way cooler evolution line.
It's true. Could you imagine that as a Pokemon?
It's just I can't do it. It's so obvious. It's impish nature, pulling pranks. It's a deliberate ripoff, and I can't justify it as a Pokemon.
I don't know. I'm trying to think. Oh no, Lotus, are you back?
I'm back.
Okay.
Sorry.
Oh my god, we might have to cut this episode short a little bit, but that's okay. I don't know if it's necessarily a ripoff, but I wouldn't be surprised if I found out it was. Let's put it that way.
Lotus, I don't know if you caught what the Pokemon was there.
No, what were we talking about?
Impedim.
So,
Oh, Impedim. Yeah, yeah, that's another Adventure Time thing that it reminds me of.
that's fair.
What's his name? The one that spanks everyone. The goblins that spank.
I don't remember their names. Do they even have names?
Oh, geez.
Yeah, it was like King Zergiok.
I don't even remember that. But Andamask was
So-
saying it reminds him of Entmon
From Digimon.
from Digimon.
Oh,
It is-
Impmon's so much cooler than Impedim.
Exactly what we're saying.
Impmon's my second favorite Digimon of all time.
Oh, is it really?
Yep.
What's your first?
Sweet.
Atomon.
Really?
Oh yeah, I love Gatomon.
The cat?
Yeah, the cat.
Hmm.
The cat's awesome, man. Don't diss the cat.
No, I'm
anyway.
dissing the cat. Bye.
Okay,
I have a
Felicia,
thing
we'll
for
just have a
like,
side
characters that
discussion.
start off like mean and then like grow to become heroes.
I have a comment to that, but I won't speak to it for fear of the banhammer.
Oh,
We're
well,
gonna
now,
get banned anyway. Say it.
this episode is already cursed. So what is it? Just say it.
It's okay. Lotus, we know how your wife is, so
Oh,
that tracks.
Oh!
she's a baddie. I know.
Oh my god, you're definitely being banned. I'm sorry. It's over for you.
It's okay.
Yeah, banned.
That banhammer, it's over.
Ghost, what is your next one since we all seem to agree?
Let's go with I'm gonna go with Phalanx. Does not look like a Pokemon to me.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Now
Hate Phalanx.
oh, I knew you were gonna say that. I like Phalanx, first of all. I just don't think it necessarily looks like a Pokemon. Those things are straight out of Kirby.
Oh yeah.
I can't even think of what this looks like, guys. I'm gonna have to look this up.
It's like the 5 little guys with the shields and stuff. Gen 8.
Yeah, it looks like 5 little
Oh,
Meta Knights.
Yeah, they
yeah.
look like little
Yep.
Kirby characters. Like that is
Yeah.
definitely you're in the wrong game. Now I don't
Nope.
hate them like Lotus and
Yeah.
Docs. Because that's
Eh.
not what this is about. This is about Pokemon that don't look like Pokemon. And he does not look like a Pokemon. He looks like Kirby. But I love Kirby, so there we go.
That's fair.
That's it. He just looks like he's from Kirby.
That's it. Next.
Yeah, no, I mean,
All right, Lotus, you're up.
do you have anything else?
I
Lotus?
do actually. I thought of one more.
Okay.
One more. Galarian Weezing.
Okay. He's silly.
That does not look like a Pokemon. I feel like they were just memeing.
What do you have against the distinguished gentleman?
He's too distinguished.
Doug
I'm
Dimmadome.
surprised they didn't give him like a little tuxedo.
Could you imagine? I'm just thinking like he's wearing a tuxedo, but there's no body. It's just floating below
Yeah,
his
it's
head.
like taped to his bottom.
Oh, I don't know. I think I think it's another case of I think it still looks like a Pokemon. It's just silly. It's just silly.
Yeah, and I feel like meme that I would call it a meme Pokemon.
Now, question, Lotus, do you like him?
I wouldn't say I hate him, because I really love Weezing
Mhm.
in general. Weezing's a great, like probably one of my favorite poison type.
Okay.
So I don't think in good conscience I can hate him, but I do think it was not meant to be like a serious Pokemon.
Oh God, no.
It's
But just
somebody
like-
that was in R&D going, here's for the lulls.
Yeah, I feel like someone was sketching on top of Weezing and they're like, it'd be really funny if we made his head a giant top hat.
I know. I think that's why I like it. Again, kind of similar to the Doug Trio. It's silly, and I think that's why I like it.
I mean, in hypothetical Pokemon teams, he is on Willy Wonka's on my list, so like I get it.
He's on a Willy Wonka team.
As he should be.
We should all make teams based off of like movies and characters and stuff.
That'd be great.
Next topic. That's what we're doing. Actually, I don't know.
All right. I will go to one more off of my list, and then we get done, and I'll add my honorable and dishonorable mentions.
Okay, that works.
So my last one for this one is I don't think Eternatus looks like a Pokemon.
Oh, yep, that's on my list.
Yeah.
He is straight up out of Code Lyoko. If you remember that TV series, he is polygons designed by Andros from Star Fox and is meant to give any 3D printer a stress test.
That is true.
And that is how I feel about him.
No, that's another Pokemon. It's just like what are you doing? It's just like a skeletal. We call it skeleton like. With it's just weird shapes, random shapes.
It's a polygonal nightmare that they just didn't finish in time. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, they just forgot his skin. That's all.
Which is more terrifying.
Oh, Lotus, what do you think about Eternatus?
I think Eternatus is pretty dope. I never thought of him as not a Pokemon, just because it gives me similar vibes to Rayquaza. Very very long, kind of dragon. You know what I mean?
No.
No.
Especially
No.
not in his especially not in the big form where he's a giant hand.
Yeah. No. I don't think he looks anywhere near Rayquaza, in my opinion.
I get similar
Especially not
Rayquaza vibes.
Okay.
That
well,
doesn't look like Rayquaza.
okay.
but
Well,
yeah.
I don't even get the vibes.
That's fair.
I got none of that. It's just like I don't know. It feels like they dropped some sticks on the ground and picked them up and like, hey, that's a shape. Here's a Pokemon.
It's the popsicle sticks that fell into the glue and just kind of stuck together.
Right. Yes. Now he's kind of neat looking, like in an interesting way, but
Abstract art is a thing every day, fellas.
it's true.
About as abstract a Pokemon as you can get.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, he was definitely on my list. But all right, I'll do my last pick, like my actual pick, and then I'll like briefly run through the rest on my list, but at a later time. But the next ones I want to talk about, and Lotus, I know you like these guys, but Tornadus, Thunderous, Landorus, and now Enamorous. Those are not Pokemon. Those are men in clouds.
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
I could see that. They kind of look like Mario villains.
Yeah, or like
So
they remind me of like Dragon Ball Z or something.
Yeah,
are we
I could
just
definitely see
talking
that.
about the humanoid forms, or are we including the reverted forms?
I'll go with just the humanite, the human forms. Their beast forms are a little bit better. But
Yeah, I can agree with that.
specifically the dudes. It's just like a guy from the chest up on a cloud.
True story.
So those are just guys.
Yeah,
Really?
and they float above you and they throw the shells at you.
Right.
Right in Mario.
Exactly. Those are not Pokemon.
Mhm.
Lotus, did you have any like extra ones that you didn't necessarily want to talk about, but just mention?
I did, but they were in the browser that crashed. So
Oh, sad.
that'll be for another time. Maybe I'll bring
Okay.
them up next cast.
That's fine.
That's
Andamask,
fair.
did you want to do your honorable/dishonorable mentions?
Absolutely. So for an honorable mention, and it's not that I dislike the Pokemon, I love it. My honorable mention was Marshadow because it looks like the departed soul of a Neopet you forgot about
Oh,
and wants to
Aw.
remind you that you failed at your Tamagotchi care.
Oh
oh
no.
no. I'm sad.
It hurts because it's true.
Oh,
We all were there, guys. I understand.
they're all dead.
My poor Neopets.
And for my dishonorable mention, I have to say Machoke because it's just a bodybuilder dipped in gray, and it has to be about as comfy as cuddling a statue.
Docs will know.
That's true.
I can't.
That's fair. Do you have anything else, or were those the only two?
Nope, just those two. Those are my honorable and dishonorable mention. I would say Pineco, but I love Pineco, so.
Oh no, you like Pineco too? Oh god. There's more than one of you in this world?
I didn't say he was my favorite.
I know.
I just said I liked him.
He's alright. He's alright.
I'm also a fan of Mawile, so.
Well, look at you. Oh, well, hold on. What about Gengar now?
I think Gengar is great, and I think Mega Gengar was a good evolution.
You said it was good evolution. Your audio went crazy for a second.
Sorry, my son wrapped his his monster truck in my headphone, which pulled my mic away.
No, you're fine.
He was possessed by a Gengar.
Oh, I knew it. Good. So I'll go through the rest I didn't talk about. I will not mention why. I'll leave it up to your imagination. But I had Spiritomb, the Timberline, so Girder, Conch Elder, however you say it, Sigilif, Clink, Clang, Clink, Clang, Rushram, Zekrom, Ish, Zygarde 100%. That's the Transformer. I'll just leave it at that. Type Null.
It's a Jotaro villain. I get it.
Yeah. I had Type Null, Melmetal, which I'm convinced is a Ben 10 alien. I don't know if you guys watched Ben 10, but Melmetal.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you're right.
Melmetal
can
looks
see
like
that.
from Ben 10. So Melmetal. Ice Cube, I thought was a weird Pokemon. And what was the other one? Stonejourner. Looks a little Adventure Time-y to me. So that was my list. Any other final thoughts on anything we talked about?
No, I think that the people at Game Freak do a really good job designing new Pokemon every year. And for them to continue to come up with new Pokemon after, what are we on, Generation 9?
We're about to be.
Yeah, so Generation 9 being a completely new generation with more Pokemon to add, I think this has been, if we've got to nitpick a few out of the hundreds, that's not so bad.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think it's good for them to try new things, whether or not that was their intent with any of these Pokemon we talked about. I'm not saying Pokemon shouldn't evolve from like Gen 1, but there's just, just those Pokemon that just stand out. You're like, I don't know about this one. So I appreciate the changes and everything they try to do.
I agree.
Agreed.
It's not easy to make over 1,000 unique creatures and then program them all in with individual animations
Right.
every single game.
Right. I'm just trying to make my card game, and how many? There's almost 200 cards, and I'm like, oh my god, do I have enough ideas to keep this going for
Yeah, right.
X amount of time? So I definitely get it. I'm not.
Oh, for sure.
Overall, I think most Pokemon fit together and they look from the same game. And yeah, I don't know.
Agreed.
Well, thank you, Andamask, for joining us and filling in for Docs.
Anytime. I'm sure I'll be banned for about a week or so. So
Oh yeah,
it was a pleasure.
yeah, you're banned. I don't know when I'll talk to you next, but you can always talk to me on Discord.
I may find you in Dox's chat. We'll see once.
Okay, that works. All right, I think I might be playing Phasmophobia. It depends on if someone's here or not. I might play some DBD and then switch to Phasmo. I don't know yet. But thank you everyone for listening in and watching the show. Andamask, do you want to tell everyone where they can find us? This is your moment.
So you can find the podcast on Spotify and several other locations. Be sure to tune in every Wednesday and make sure that you get the recorded version, and tune in every Thursday to get the live version here with great commentary from these guys. Me, not so much, because I'm just a guest. So also be sure to check out the Twitter and the Discord.
I was expecting a face bean.
Me
but
too.
I will take that. That was
Perfect.
We're also on YouTube as well if you want to watch this video. I would recommend watching this one. This was nuts. Lotus Badger kept popping in and out. My camera's like choppy. I don't know what's going on. But
there's a 2-year-old in the background. Oh yeah, it's great.
It's fine. We had
Chaos.
we had two guests this time. So 2 for the price of 1. So thank you all. I'm going to go ahead and switch over and hopefully see you next time. I don't know what the category topic is, but you'll find out soon enough. So bye everyone. I'll be switching over to the game. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.